A British couple have been held in Iran since January on false espionage charges and tortured for it. Beaten, sleep-deprived and threatened with execution. Their crime? Simply travelling through Iran. Despite repeated pleas from their family, the UK government remains silent. Iran continues its brutal tactics, using innocent lives as political leverage. Will the British government act before it's too late? A British couple has been held in solitary confinement in Iran since January on espionage charges. Sources told Iran International on July 30th that the couple was beaten, deprived of sleep, and threatened with execution. The source familiar with the situation said Lindsay and Craig Foreman were recently moved to the Garchak Women's Prison and the Greater Tehran Central Penitentiary. The couple has been held by Iran's Ministry of Intelligence for the past 7 months. According to the source, the couple was subjected to torture, including sleep deprivation, beating, and threats of execution by security agents seeking to extract confessions, but have maintained their innocence. The couple, both in their 50s, entered Iran from Armenia during a motorcycle world tour. After visiting Tabriz, Tehran, and Isfahan, they planned to travel to Kerman. On January 4th this year, they were arrested on their way to the city of Kerman and charged with spying. Britain has rejected the charges and demanded their release. Iran has long detained and convicted foreign nationals in a bid to gain financial or political concessions from foreign powers. However, Tehran has consistently denied that the detentions are politically motivated. Meanwhile, parents of the British man held captive have called on the UK government to raise their case during talks with Iran, reportedly taking place in Istanbul later this week. The family, who have not had direct contact with the couple since their incarceration, have said promises from the Foreign Office in the past fortnight to arrange conversations with the couple had not materialised. 6 weeks ago, the Foreign Office said it did not know the couple's whereabouts, despite initially having said they were being transferred to Evin Prison in Tehran. Lindsay's eldest son, Joe Bennett, said the family were past breaking point.
The silence is intolerable, inhumane, and a stain on the duty of care that the British government owes its citizens. While other countries are ensuring their citizens' cases are raised at the highest levels in negotiations with Iran, we are left shouting into the void, writing letters, running social media campaigns, tagging David Lammy and Keir Starmer and hearing nothing. We are losing faith.
After Israel's bombing of Tehran's Evin prison on the 23rd of June that left more than 70 dead, the family said they endured unimaginable fear, uncertain of the couple's well-being. On July 29th, the family said they learned the couple was moved from Kervan to a location in Tehran, but said the British government had not confirmed their safety or well-being. Renewed calls for their release come after nearly 2 weeks of war between Israel and Iran in June, during which the US bombed a number of Iran's nuclear sites and brought nuclear talks to an abrupt end. The family have also called for immediate public commitment from Lammy and Starmer, as well as to prioritise urgent and regular phone calls, consular visits and medical and legal support. It is understood that the British couple have been visited by consular officials 3 times, the most recent in May, and have had no medical or consular visits for more than 75 days.
We cannot and will not remain silent while our loved ones are left to disappear into the shadows of bureaucracy and apathy. This is no longer just a diplomatic issue. It is a humanitarian emergency. The government must act now before it's too late. We're starting to feel like we're not being heard. There's no recognition or acknowledgement of what we're doing by the powers that be that can make a difference. It's like we're screaming into the void at the moment.
Bennett said it was difficult hearing accounts from former detainees and not knowing the conditions in which his mother and her husband were being held, or whether they were still being held together. While drawing positivity from continuous setbacks was hard, said Bennett, 2 messages he had sent to his mother kept him grounded. that he was always looking for and at the moon and thinking of embracing the couple on their safe return. On July 23rd, the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Arbitrary Detention and Hostage Affairs wrote to the UK Foreign Secretary, urging the government to prioritise their case and take further steps to secure their release. The group's chair, Alicia Kearns, who wrote to Lammy along with other MPs, told The Guardian on July 30th that the government could not take part in negotiations with Iran without the couple's release. The MP added that the detention of other British nationals in Iran, such as Mehran Rauf, was one of the central issues to negotiate.
This cannot be an afterthought while their lives are at risk. President Emmanuel Macron has publicly and strongly called for the release of the French nationals held hostage in Iran. It is deplorable that Keir Starmer and David Lammy have the opportunity to negotiate their release, but they are not doing everything they can to take it.
A Foreign Office spokesperson said,
"We are deeply concerned by reports that 2 British nationals have been charged with espionage in Iran. We continue to raise this case directly with the Iranian authorities. We are providing them with consular assistance and remain in close contact with their family members."
British couple Craig and Lindsay Foreman, who embarked on a round-the-world motorcycle trip, were arrested in January in Iran. They have been charged with espionage and accused of entering the country, posing as tourists and collecting information about their detention. Craig and Lindsay Foreman, an adventure-loving British couple in their early 50s, crossed into Iran from Armenia on December 30th and were to leave for Pakistan by January 4th. They wanted to complete the trip this year in Australia as part of their psychology research project, asking people what their understanding of a good life was. According to her Facebook profile, Lindsay has a doctorate in coaching and mentoring from Oxford Brookes University. She also studied positive psychology at the University of East London. Her husband Craig, according to the BBC, is a carpenter. The married couple was active on social media and posted regular updates from Iran before their arrest. In a Facebook post on January 3rd, Lindsay shared multiple photos, writing, "The oneness of humanity." In a December 30th post on Facebook, she said the couple was moving forward with their journey to Iran and Pakistan despite friends, family and authorities warning against it. Describing the couple as just normal family people, Alison Smith, a former neighbour of Foreman's, said she was surprised by their decision to travel to Iran. It is still unclear when Craig and Lindsay Foreman were detained. The Iranian state media on February 13th reported that the 2 British nationals were in custody on security-related charges.